翻译都不够用了。Morning.
Good morning. Very nice to see you. My colleague Johnny Magazzini.
Actually,
you have covered a long distance.
I've come back for the second time this year to your great country, and I'm very pleased to have this opportunity to speak with you again. I would like to very much congratulate you for the organization of the. I think much has changed since I was here in February because of the terrible events of the 11th of September.
对正式会议以及在会议期间发表的声明和取得的成果表示热烈的祝贺，发生了很多的变化。
我想你这个 traveling 这么多，肯定比你原来在第二任当总统繁忙。
Must be much busier than the time when you were the president.
You find these quarters cramped, but
This is a program that has Chinese ownership, which is extremely important because you cannot change the human rights situation in China from the outside. It will only change if there is a Chinese political commitment to doing it. I think we're seeing the beginnings of that commitment. There's obviously a very, very long way to go.
European human rights officials were here, had a dialogue, and they indicated that there was progress on the.
That because of the coalition to combat terrorism and the way events have moved since the 11th of September, that there is a sense that maybe governments in a bilateral context are not as prepared to raise issues of human rights. And therefore, I found it all the more important in exercise of my own mandate to raise issues.
What explanation did they have about the case of Jiang Zemin? What explanation did the Chinese or Mr. Guangguang have to say?
Any military strategy must comply with human rights principles, and in particular the principles of necessity. So whatever the military strategy, the only measures to be taken are those that are necessary to carry out that military strategy. And secondly, the principle of proportionality, that there is an obligation to comply with proportionality, not to expose civilians to undue risk, obviously not to target them, but not to expose them to undue risk. And we have in Afghanistan a very vulnerable civilian population.
It's easy for them to take the lead.